Again, with them coming in a different frame of mind because of that. Of course, now we're up to meter 45, so this is maximum for the level. With the river-coloured rails, as say we've sometimes like these lampposts because of the exception of flowers. Unlike every other fencing, of course, there's nothing either side of the rails to hold you in and guide the horse towards the middle. For the 5-star level, we've been using 4 or forward 4 strides here either side of the ring at night. Here you see the 2-star level, because we're not quite at that level of technicality. We've left a little bit more of an open distance here, a little bit longer for the riders to set up and come down to the Andaz. Now the Andaz is white, it goes towards the digital in-gate in the background as well. And again, the horses and the riders, they just need to get themselves focused on this, reading this jump, and not concentrating on anything else that's going on in this corner of the ring. In this corner coming to the triple combination line, because it is big. This Grand Prix isn't going to be easily won. It's nicely set up in a sense. So we've probably got meter 40 here, we've got meter 40 in the middle, and meter 45 coming out the end. So you can see from here, you can see every top rail of the triple combination, and that from a horse and a rider point of view just makes it that little bit more horse-friendly. May well have used his tolerance to go slightly above, one hole or maybe above meter 45 coming out at the C element of the triple. Around the top of the ring then, and then this is our next destination. So we've got the fence we've talked about quite a few times because of this sort of crazy paving effect to give the stained glass effect. But for the first time, I think this week, we see it with a plank on top. And again, a really, really light, delicate plank. So there's 2 things to get right here. There's the turn into it, the approach. Is then making sure that your horse is going forward and lands correctly into this distance. If it doesn't, if you're on the back foot, if you're having to push down to this double, you may well get in. You may get across this wide oxer into the double, but then you can end up jumping at rather than over this final rail here and have the vertical down.
Nyní tedy kombinace 9A1 zvalový skok. Je potřeba si
tam je jeden zvalový skok jenom tam u těch modrých.
Vychytat tu vzdálenost mezi 2 skoky v kombinaci a potom překonáme kolmý skok a pokračujeme.
Features on the half circle around the bottom of the course. It's a very, very solid fence. It's not hugely wide, so they could really continue turning over it, and they kind of need to continue turning over it given where the next fence is. So it's not as wide as some of the other oxes on course, but it is very solid. There's 3 poles down the front, there's these big chunky fillers at the bottom. You can just back the horse off, making the necessity to really encourage them forward. Started out after that double. We've picked up the Prague playoffs, so we've come all the way around, nearly a whole circle here to the global champions. With its skinny rails, wide rails, again, chunky fillers underneath. So again, if your horse is backed off down there, you need to keep forward here, because they'll do the same thing at this. It has a very similar look to the horse. Because you land over that and you're moving left now, of course, having been on the right rein for quite a while over the last 2 or 3 jumps. You come up into this corner, you turn, and this isn't where you want it to be. Because you'd like it to be there, in fact, you're coming up even further, and then you turn and your fence is there. So you've got a very, very intense section of the course. Out of that double, that's intense enough as well. You pick up the Prague playoffs, it comes at you quickly. You have to continue turning, that's why it's a skinny oxer, over to the global champions, and then up here you've got to come. It's so easy to turn around the rosa and find yourself in the wrong place in the Alabus. You need to be coming up deep into this corner and around, and then that will come. Over 30 contenders in the Moser 2-star final, the Grand Prix for our 2-star riders here. We will finish the first round over this Alabus fence. All of those who are clear and inside the time will come back for a jump off over a short course that we'll tell you about when we get there. But as we say, we've got some of the very best. We said this is an incredible opportunity. This is our 4th edition of the Global Champions Prague Playoffs. We've got at least 1 Czech rider has progressed from this 2-star tour to be one of the Czech contenders in the 5-star Prague Playoffs as well. And for every horse and rider that comes here, they come out with a better horse and rider combination because they learn so much. This is an incredible atmosphere, an incredible arena to jump in, and you play your part in that, ladies and gentlemen. Onto these lines with the music, the videos, the LED screens, the digital ingates, the designing team that we have here, plus the Prague crowd. They make this Grand Prix one that every two-star rider in Europe wants to ride it.
Dámy a pánové.
Z toho by se Vltava postrala. Podle světel.
Dovolujeme si vás požádat, abyste výkon svým potleskem ocenili až po posledním skoku. Ladies and gentlemen, we kindly ask you to applaud strictly only after the final jump. Thank you.
Jo, nesmíte tleskat během toho
Well, good morning once again. Yesterday we were celebrating German double at the Longines Global Champions Tour Super Grand Prix with Katrina Eckermann finished second place in this competition and Daniel Deuser got the victory. But probably the most important message was here around 8 p.m. and the message is needed to be repeated because the Global Champions Prague playoffs will come back to Prague in 2020, starting on November 16th till November 19th. So in case you're interested, you can get the tickets as a Christmas gift right now. But we're about to begin with the final individual competition, and that is the CSI 2-Star Monster Grand Prix. After this competition, we're about to show you some kind of entertainment with the artists, with the acrobats, and with flying Frenchman Lorenzo. And after Lorenzo, this will be the moment. The Global Champions League Super Cup Finals presented by Elvin with Prague Lights. Dámy a pánové, asi nejpodstatnější zpráva.
To je hezký.
První dvojice bude reprezentovat domácí Českou republiku, mistryni České republiky v letošní i v loňské sezóně v kategorii žen. Společně s 10letým Valachem jménem Solidat Lucie Strnadlová.
We start our Moser two-star Grand Prix, the final of the big tour here with Lucie Strnadlová, a top 5 finisher on day 1 of the big tour. Lucie represents the Czech Republic and rides Solidat.
Ty krát. Lehce to vypadá.
No, jeden mu tam vyšel, ne?
Máte si čemu to vyšel?
Pomalu to chyba 4 body a čas 73, 61. První zapsaný výsledek Solidarita a Lucie Strnadová.
So 4/4 for our first to go the time, 73.61 against that 74 seconds time allowed in the first round.
Druhá dvojice v základní části reprezentuje Slovensko, dvojice CRA Juraj Krivianský.
Juraj Krivianský is our next to go for Slovakia. Juraj rides Francouz CR.
Škoda.
A taky ho na páce.
Ježiš.
To nevadí.
Aspoň něco správně, ale...
On to vzkazuje zadníma nohama.
To ono.
Jako Vltava. Nechává si tam ty zadky.
Ano, ty schozený jsou teda pěkná smůla, no.
Užitele. Tentokrát skresno celý Ines Jolie.
Winner with us yesterday on the tour and a podium finisher with this horse on day one. This is Celine 2.
To nemá beránka.
Chtěl pustit pán, že nemám lístek, že?
Mi to trošku nevyšlo.
Kůň kope má mašličku. Ale ten si dává hodně pozor na nožky.
To jo. Já to než to docela.
Tam ten koník.
Ještě do nějakého neteklo.
Dukát se jmenuje.
Dukát?
Dukát.
Jo, Dukát.
Chodil něco? Jsem to neviděl.
Asi ne. Ale teďka do těch se taková ta vždycky hejba.
Ještě do ničeho ne to. Až teď.
Bylo čistý.
Zatím se mu daří. Víš, on do všeho teďka.
Ale neschází to.
No to jo. Tomu se hodně daří.
A připlou tu čabraku, víš, k tomu nánosníku.
Nic jsem říkala, že nevím, chuť vyhazovat.
No.
to dělá?
Krouží.
Neubíhají čas?
Zeleně jasné, dvojice vzdala další pokračování.
No, to měla asi plný zuby ta holka.
Elected to retire then, of course, Elise van der Veen and Dakota.